Hey, how you guys doing? Um, I'm currently looking at snow right now. It's not snowing here, but I'm just looking at how much snow we've gotten in New York this past year already. It's a lot, but it's beautiful. I love winter sometimes. My favorite season is like, no, I love every season in some way, but I will say seeing the snowfall is just spiritual moment. It's just so beautiful and peaceful and calming. When it snows, I sometimes I just look at the window when it starts snowing and at night especially, and I just look out into the darkness and watch the snow just fall. And it's so beautiful. But it is a pain to get out. Anyway, how you guys doing? It's been a moment. I know I have not been able to like just sit down and just talk. Um which is okay. It's been only a couple weeks. It's not like it's been a full blown like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. I definitely feel like I'm getting comfortable more talking directly to you guys like this. I used to be very camera shy. I didn't really like the way I looked on camera, but obviously, if you want to be a pop star, you have to get used to that. And I definitely did. And I know it's like crazy, but like that's how my mind works, unfortunately. But I do want to express my deep gratitude to everyone who listened and supported Trespassing, showering me with so many kind words about the track. I do want to say thank you so much. That really, really resonates into my heart, my soul, and just makes me feel really happy that I'm doing the right thing. I want to make music for people who just want to dance, who want to sing, like the greats that came before me, like every pop singer before me. I want to be able to give that chance of escapism, but also try to confront the truth if needed. Trespassing, though it's not particularly personal to me, it is a very important song in my repertoire. To me, it represents a transition. Um, I'm sure I've said this before, but it's a transition into something new. I am currently, right now, in my life, my personal life and my professional life, I am going through a transition or a metamorphosis in a way. You'll see that with my videos and whatever, just my art. I'm trying to elevate myself as much as I can with whatever I have. I'm giving the best of what I got. I'm not really label backed at all. Most of my music is coming from hard work, from long studio nights, long studio days, whenever I'm off from work. And when I'm working, I'm always working. I can never sit still for long because then I start having guilt and I'm like, I gotta do something. Like I'm a creator. I always create. Going back to Trespassing, it really represents that I'm about to cross a line that I haven't really crossed before. And I'm kind of just like inviting the listener to come with me if they are willing to. For me, I feel like Wasteland really made a lot of things clear for me. Making that album, doing that album, like this is what I really want and truly want. I want to be able to make movies and make music and music videos and do it by myself and don't necessarily need anybody else to do it, but I do need the community to support. I do need support because if I just do it at a whim, it looks like a passion project. Not a lot of people take me seriously because of that. When I released Sex Symbol, it was half like, great, you got on a Spotify playlist, that's amazing, and half you're embarrassing yourself to get views. And that's kind of how I felt. Like I felt like I was going through a humiliation ritual. I'm sorry. And it was really like bad. Like I really tried to make people see me because I felt like I did get ignored in a way. And I felt like the only when I was during Inferno, like the only way people would listen to me or talk to me or interact with me would only be when I would show myself sensually or sexually. And when Sex Symbol came around, I was trying to reclaim that. So that was me kind of just putting the middle finger up to people. It was like, I control my own sexuality, you do not. Okay, let's make that clear. Like, I don't care if I look crazy. I don't care if I make all these songs about like having sex. I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be your boyfriend. I'm not gonna do this just because my music sounds like I'm easy. I'm not. I'm freaking not. I'm a complicated person. I just like making really fun pop, with the occasional sad song. And that's what I do. That's what I literally do. I really try to, you know, most of my music, I really don't like to talk about a lot of things personally until I really have to. You can see that evidently with my past works and up to Inferno. Um, and now I'm just really just having fun. I feel like Wasteland for me was something that like really brought me home. This is what you really wanted to do. Like I had so much fun going to Vegas. I had so much fun filming Desire there. I was so enamored with it. I was like, oh my God. Doing all night there was beautiful. The whole was like one of my favorite trips I've ever taken, and I've only taken a couple in my life. And it like kind of just like opened up a lot of like moments or doors for me, because before I wasn't really doing myself any favors, and then once I like stopped doing that, I realized that like I can reach over to certain people if I do it this way. So that's what I kind of like learned throughout the whole experience. And I feel like with Trespassing, even though it came right on the tail end of the whole Wasteland project era, I feel like it kind of is like a cherry on top. Like you can listen to all of Wasteland, all of the remixes, all of Depicted by Hip, which love Hip, Hype. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Either way, love you, and I cannot wait to work with you again. Coming off the tail end of that, it feels like a cherry, like a victory lap. I'm like, I had a really great era, and I'm about to snatch your weaves again. I'm about to come back and snatch your wigs. But here are 2 songs. Like, I'm only releasing these 2 songs, and then I'm moving on. But right now, this is like my transition era. Like, I will do these little 2 droplets that feel like they are sister companion moments to Wasteland, and then we'll move on to the next main moment. The next song, I'm actually recording this 10 days before the song comes out. So this is not out yet, and I won't post this until after that the song is out. But Emergency, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Sorry, I had to drink. I had to take a sip. The song was made, and I actually shot it in Colorado. Very, very the whim. We went out to eat, and then literally right after, we decided, let's go to a thrift store in the area. We went to the thrift store, and I was like, what if we filmed the video for Emergency here? And my partner looked at me and he was like, what? And I kind of just persuaded him to like go travel 4 hours, because I don't really drive. I literally persuaded him to go drive 4 hours to the Great Sand Dunes and film a video for 20 minutes. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it did feel like 20 minutes, but we were there for a good hour. Looking back, kind of crazy. Can't believe that I almost fainted. He almost fainted too. It was really bad. We didn't have air, and we were moving in the hot sun. It was middle of August. Like, it was not a good idea, but the video was beautiful. And he did a great job. I did a great job. We really showed up. And the behind the scenes too. But yeah, no, that video was really fun to make. Outside of the fainting and stuff, looking back at it, very fun. I think it's like the baby of Desire and All Night. I love that song so much. I enjoy it. It's really just another banger. Like, I wanted to give you guys bangers. I'm not in the mood to release an album yet. It might be a little hot minute until I want to do that, because I released 3 projects last year. When you really think about it, I released 3 projects last year, and I released one year before that. I released another one a year before that. It's gonna be a hot minute until I release another album, but I promise you guys that you will be fed for sure. You will get a single every 6 to 8 weeks. You'll see me. I'll pop in. Here's a new single, like kind of like what I'm doing now. I'm kind of just releasing singles, but these 2 singles, now that they're out, are transitions. So after this point, we're going off of a fine line. Like, I'm transitioning anyway. That's how I feel like what I'm doing. Like, I'm slowly going over, coming from like Wasteland into this. It was great talking to you guys, or saying stuff to you guys, and you guys listening. You will get another video from me soon. I promise. I really do. Thank you again. I love you guys.